Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another LAM CAA assessment. This is a review for our CAA aspirants in the Philippines. And we are now on week 2 of TCM Diagnostics. Let's get on with it. I'd like to say hello to Sir Victor Quinto. Good evening. Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon po sa lahat.
Okay, yung first question natin, why is not being thirsty, clear or thin sputum, nasal discharge, and tasteless in the mouth signs for cold? Or ibig sabihin, why do we have this as signs for cold? Or how can you explain this, no?
Pathogenic cold consumes yang qi.
Okay. So, ang cold kasi, there is no heat burning, no? And
Yes
so
po.
if there is no heat or burning, there will be water retention and there is no heat to help. Okay, for us kasi to be able to taste anything, there has to be heat. Because without heat, there will be no sensation without, there will be no chi, no? So there will also be no discharge. Clear? So why is that being thirsty, clear, thin sputum, nasal discharge? So it's because there is no heat. So when there is no heat, nothing is happening, no? Okay, number 2, Sir Victor, what's the difference between external cold and external cold?
First is internal cold, yang deficiency with excessive yin. Then external is exposure to exogenous pathogenic cold.
Okay, very good. So in external cold, there is aversion to cold. Ayaw niya ng malamig. In internal cold, andun na yung lamig sa kanya. Inversion to cold. Okay, that's correct. Next, we go to number 3. What are the clinical manifestations of heat? Alam niyo po, this is very important, especially in assessing the patient, no? Because aside, of course, one of which is a rapid pulse, okay? But again, you will observe other things besides the pulse. Ano po yon, Sir Victor?
Preference for coolness
Okay.
means aversion to heat.
Mm-hmm.
Then possible thirst. We desire to have cold drinks.
Okay.
Red face and eyes, hot limbs, yellow scanty urine, red tongue, yellow coating, rapid pulse.
And also, yung mood niya, irritability, no? And also, meron siyang abnormal bleeding. So in fact, I had a patient this morning. She was 63. Sabi niya, 10 years ago, she had this tawag to, epistaxis, no? Nose bleeding. She lost a lot of blood. Yun nga, ang dami niyang heat. Okay? Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to number 4. Why is yellow or thick discharge, dark urine, and cracked dry tongue sign of heat?
The body fluid is consumed by the heat. So there is yellow scanty urine and also thirst. So,
Yeah,
heat.
very good.
Sige po.
Sige po, continue.
Yung heat consuming the body fluid cause yellow and thick phlegm and nasal discharge.
Very good. Easy, no?
Opo.
Differentiate between heat or cold in terms of aversion to temperature. Ibig sabihin, if you have heat, ano yung aversion nyo po? Towards what?
Towards heat.
Okay.
Tapos pag cold naman, aversion to cold.
Ayaw mo ng malamig, of course. Okay. Differentiate between heat or cold in terms of thirst.
Heat produces thirst,
Okay.
not thirsty when cold.
Very good. Now let's differentiate between heat and cold in terms of spirit or
The
shen.
heat activates the spirit. and the cold calms the spirit.
Okay, very good. Actually, pag heat, yeah, masyadong agitated, irritable ka, no? And pag cold naman, you are listless. Yan. Differentiate between heat and cold in terms of limbs. Pag heat, ano yung limbs?
Warm,
Okay,
pag cold, cold.
very good. Differentiate between heat and cold in terms of complexion
Medyo parang may malar flash
or red.
pagka
No?
red.
Mhm.
Tapos pag cold, pale.
Okay, very good. Easy. So basically, dalawa lang yung pinag-uusapan natin. And when it comes to heat, you have to also differentiate between empty heat and excess heat or full heat, di ba?
Mm.
Next, differentiate between heat and cold in terms of bowel movement. Okay, pag heat, Sir Victor, what
Pag
happens?
heat, may tendency for constipation.
Pag
Pagka
cold,
cold, loose stools.
ang galing. Great. What about in terms of urination, heat and cold?
Heat, scanty urine. Pagka cold, clear urine in increased volume.
What about the color of urine in heat?
In heat, yellowish
Okay. Pag
or
cold,
dark.
clear.
Opo.
So hindi po normal ang clear ang urine, no? Lalo na pag madami. Next, tongue naman. Okay, this is important, no? In fact, this is what we want everyone to master, no?
Pag hot, dry red tongue. Pagka cold, moist, thin, white tongue coating.
Okay, aside from dry red tongue, what else do you see in terms of coating sa heat?
Uh, Dry.
Actually, pwedeng dalawa, di ba? Pwedeng makapal yung coating, thick yellow coating, pwede ring walang coating, right?
Yes.
Yung tinatawag na yin deficiency, empty heat. Okay, so again, in terms of the tongue, pag heat, the tongue is red with thick yellow coating or full heat yon, ha? Or cracked, no? Or may peeling. Ibig sabihin nawawaksi with cracks. That's yin deficiency heat, right? Or empty heat. Samantala sa cold naman, um, usually, sometimes makapal yung coating, no? Pale with white coating. Next, differentiate between heat and cold in terms of pulse. Easy, no?
Yes. Heat produces very forceful pulse. Pagka cold, feeble.
No. Kailangan yung speed. Hindi masyadong
Sa
reliable yung sinasabi mong feeble. Kailangan yung bilis, no? And para mas mabilis, you take the pulse for 10 seconds or 15 seconds, then multiply it by, siyempre pag 10 seconds, you multiply it by 6. Okay? Rapid ang pulse, heat, slow, cold. Next. Okay. Relationships between hot or cold sa heat above, cold below.
Ito.
Heat sa taas, cold sa baba.
Parang may manifest as suffocation and heat sensation in the chest, while cold below presents abdominal pain
Okay.
or loose.
Or loose stools, very good. Or even profuse urine. So again, an example would be pag heat kasi tends to rise, no? Ang cold bumababa. Always remember that. So pag heat, there is heat in the chest or pwedeng may irritability, bitter taste, mouth ulcers. Tapos titingnan mo, kasi sometimes they will tell you, I have mouth ulcers but I have loose stools. I have profuse urine. So yan po yung heat above, cold below. Okay? Next, what about cold above, hot below? Actually, this is not very common. But again, can you give us an example po?
Ah, Cold above manifests as cold pain in the epigastrium and watery vomiting. And the heat in the bladder presents, ito yung hot below, heat in the bladder presents as frequent, painful urination with yellow scanty urine.
Okay. Actually, but this is not very common, no? So you have, example, a patient who's complaining of headache. Headache sa taas yan, no? No thirst, pale face, cold, no? Okay, the headache may be due to cold. Nagko-constrict yung breath. And then ang heat naman, there will be constipation. Heat below, constipation, dark scanty urine. Basta when you talk about below, you are referring to urination and bowel movement. Next, what about relationships between hot and cold or external cold with interior heat? Ibig sabihin, sa labas yung cold, pero mayroon na siyang heat sa loob.
Aversion to cold, fever, no sweating, headache, general aching, possible asthmatic breathing, irritability, thirst, superficial tense pulse.
Okay. Actually, ang constitution, it will affect a change or effect a change in the person, no? So this is a situation in which meron tayong pre-existing condition of interior heat. Kanya na yun eh. Tapos pumunta siya sa isang place na napakalamig, invasion by exterior cold. Okay? So dati na siyang may interior heat, at pumunta siya ng isang place na napakalamig, invasion of wind cold, no? So there will be, yeah, you were correct, there will be aversion to cold, there will be fever, there is no sweating, kasi alam naman natin na pag na-expose ka sa too much cold, the cold will actually affect the Wei Qi, and the Wei Qi will close your pores, no? Kaya you cannot cool yourself, no? Hindi ka magpa-perspire, sorry, hindi ka mag-sweat, naka-close. Yan ang impact ng, when you affect the Wei Qi. There is no sweating, there is cough. So these are actually manifestations of cold wind. Now, pag ano naman, yung interior heat, this is something na matagal na sa pasyente, kanya na itong pagka-natural. So there will be irritability and thirst. Okay? So yun. Next, what about exterior heat with interior cold? Again, this is not as common. So meron siyang interior cold, so that means pre-existing na yung cold. Tapos pumunta sa isang lugar na napakainit, no? So what happens? Of course, you will have here, okay, you have to tell us ano yung manifestations ng wind heat, ano din yung manifestations ng internal cold or interior cold.
Ayan. The patient is attacked by pathogenic wind heat, then suffers from fever, headache, cough,
Okay.
sore throat, and they are the manifestation of exterior heat syndrome.
Okay.
He may have loose stools,
Hmm.
clear urine, increased volume, cold limbs, which are the symptoms of interior cold.
So kaya it's very important na maaral natin yung tongue diagnosis, di ba, Sir Victor? Because hindi naman biglang mag-change yung tongue no? Sometimes we get confused. Pumunta siya ng isang lugar na napakainit, tapos biglang, meron siyang profuse urine, di ba? Pag mainit, kailangan So, although this is not very common, this can happen, no? So, especially ngayon na medyo problematic yung ating global warming. Okay. So, you were correct when you say wind heat. So, kanina wind cold yun Ngayon wind heat naman. So, andyan parati yung partner, fever and aversion to cold. So, kahit wind cold yan, meron pa ring fever and aversion to cold, no? So, sore throat, headache. Actually, this is very, very pathognomonic of wind heat, sore throat. So pag may sore throat ka, isipin mo agad heat. No? And then internal cold, meron na siyang loose stools. Hindi lang ito, matagal na to. So you have to keep asking, kailan pa yung loose stools mo? Kailan pa yung umiihi ka ng madami and you feel cold? Okay? Next, let's go to relationships between hot or cold, transformation of cold and heat. So ito yung sinasabi ko, um, there is always the possibility na magta-transform. No? Sir Victor?
In transformation of cold to heat, cold syndrome occurs first and gradually changes into heat syndrome.
Okay. So, um, basically, pag meron kang young body constitution, no? Tapos, pag pumasok yung EPF, yung external pathogenic factor, cold, magkakaroon siya ng, yung katawan niya, magta-transform, no? To a yin constitution. Diba? Magta-transform kasi basically mag-a-adjust talaga yung katawan. Okay? And then, ito namang EPF, heat will turn to cold. Or, pwedeng improper care, katulad ng ang dami mong release na heat, this can lead to cold. Okay? Next, where would true cold or heat symptoms manifest? So, yeah, where?
Pwede sa interior,
Okay.
tapos it can affect the tongue, the pulse,
Okay.
stools, urine.
So, ibig sabihin sa Zhang-Fu, no, more internally. And this is where tongue and pulse is very important. Diba? So, ito yung, kasi there are times nanlalamig siya, pero no, mainit yung pakiramdam niya, pero malamig yung kanyang kamay. No? So, ano ba talaga ang tama? So, titingnan mo yung tongue, feel mo yung pulse. Okay? Ito naman, false heat or false cold symptoms, where do they appear?
They appear on the limbs, skin, and complexion.
Including the hair. Okay? Body. Okay. How is a full condition characterized? Alam natin na pag sinabi mong full, it is also called excess, right? What is the characteristic po?
Fever, abdominal distension and pain, coma, delirium, coarse breathing, phlegm.
Okay. Pag sinabi mong full, excess siya, di ba? There is nothing wrong with the immune system, with the Jiang Qi, o yung upright Qi na tinatawag. Intact po siya. Pero meron tayong pathogenic factor. Now, bakit na nagkakaroon ng excess? Kasi lumalaban po yung ating Jiang Qi. Okay? So you see, we have the presence of a pathogenic factor while the upright Qi is relatively intact. There's nothing wrong. So syempre pag intact yung ating immune system, lalaban yan. Diba? Lalaban yan. And it's actively fighting against the pathogenic factor. That's excess or full. Okay, kung full, after full, punta naman tayo, how do you characterize an empty condition based on the description we made earlier? So ibig sabihin you describe or you characterize the empty condition in terms of pathogenic factor and the Jiang Qi.
The Jiang Qi is weak or deficient.
Okay. Yeah. Para empty kasi wala, no? Ibig sabihin weak yung immune system, weak yung at saka walang pathogenic factor. Ibig sabihin, nagkakasakit siya kahit walang pathogenic factor. So kahit hindi kumakain ng bawal, nagkakasakit pa din. Yan yung empty. Yan yung tinatawag na deficiency. Okay? So again, I'd like to I will give you a copy right after our lecture, no, of this kasi napaka-importante po ito when it comes to assessment. This is like night and day. and you will end up with a very happy patient, no? And
Ay, salamat.
yes, makikita mo to, may explain mo ngayon. And at the same time, it will help you as a practitioner, no? So,
Mm.
walang pathogenic factor, mahina ang immune system or upright chi or junk chi. Yan po ang tinatawag na deficiency, empty. So kahit hindi siya kumakain ng bawal, hindi siya kumagawa ng masama, nagkakasakit pa din. Kaya empty na empty or deficient. Okay? Next.
Mm.
Ito naman, meron tayong tinatawag na full, combination of full and empty. Combination ng excess and deficiency condition. Ano naman ang characteristic po nito?
The excess pathogen is primary, and the deficiency of anti-pathogenic Qi is secondary.
Okay. You have a patient here na mahina ang Jiang Qi, right? Siyempre, pag mahina ang Jiang Qi, pag nandyan yung kalaban, so kaya naging excess siya, naging full. Pero since mahina yung Jiang Qi, hindi siya marunong magpaalis ng pathogenic factor. Okay? So you end up with So yung kagaya ng example na ginawa, inano natin kanina, no? Meron na siyang pre-existing interior condition, empty. This time it's empty. Mahina talaga immune system pagkatapos pumasok si pathogenic factor. So obviously, the Jiang Qi is unable to fight properly the pathogenic factor. Kaya you will have a mixed condition. No? Yon.
Yes.
Katulad ng spleen chi deficiency tapos may dampness. So can you just imagine ang isang taong mahina ang spleen chi, lalala pag pupunta siya sa mga damp na mga lugar katulad ng beach. No? Next.
Yes.
Ano po manifestations ng true heat, false cold?
This is manifested as cold limbs and deep pulse, but the patient has no aversion to cold, but
Okay.
has an aversion to heat.
Okay,
Ano po ba
very good.
to?
So this is to distinguish it from an external invasion, right? So
Mm.
So true heat, dark, ang true heat dito, yung sa center, yung false cold, yung sa labas. So syempre, yung sa labas, yung dark face, bright eyes, okay. Ito namang red dry lips, no? Irritability, strong body tongue color, pulse is deep, that's very cold. Okay, nasa lean siya di ba? So kaya minsan hindi nagtutugma ang pulse sa tongue. So ibig sabihin, do not always, presume na yung nakikita mo sa tongue, yun din ang mafe-feel mo sa pulse. Okay? So just like this one, no? Irritable siya, tapos malalim yung pulse niya. Limbs are cold, obviously. And then there's constipation, okay? And scanty dark urine, that's very heat. So, yeah. Okay?
Yes.
Irritability. Irritability is a sign of heat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also strong body tongue color. So, between the pulse and the tongue, mas reliable yung tongue. Kasi hindi siya biglang nag-change. Katulad ng pulse, ang bilis mag-change. Okay? So, I hope that helped. So, meron tayong definition, diagnosis na true heat, false cold. Ito naman, true cold, false heat.
Mm-hmm. With the feverishness of the body, there is a flushed face, thirst, big pulse, looking like heat. However, the patient wants to cover up the body in spite of the feverishness, wants to have warm drinks, but does not drink much.
Wala siyang, thirsty siya, pero ayaw niyang uminom.
Ayaw uminom.
Weird, no?
Tapos meron pa, cold limbs pa.
Yeah. Ang galing. Oh, tapos yung pulso. Ang pulso,
Sa
remember, part na yan ng limbs, no? Ng ating upper limbs, no?
big pulse. Big
Yes. Pero empty.
empty.
Wala nga.
Tapos pale tongue.
Yeah. So,
Pale tongue with
yeah. Very good. Pale tongue saka wet, no? That's a sign of cold. Always remember na pag cold, hindi lang pale yung tongue, kundi most of the time it's cold, it's wet or moist. Okay? Next. Relationships between hot or cold. Ito naman, true heat with false cold. And ano yung ititreat natin dito? If you have a situation na true heat with false cold, ititreat mo ba rin ba kasama yung false cold o yung true heat lang?
Ay, yung true heat lang.
Very good. Okay, can you tell us more about this?
Ah, actually, wala pala akong sagot. Hindi ko pala nasagutan to.
Okay, it's okay. Pag false kasi, di ba, sinabi natin kanina, nasa peripheral, nasa limbs, nasa skin, nasa hair, nasa complexion. And then, actually, slight differences lang in manifestations, no? Pag true heat, buong muka ang mapula, no? Pag false heat naman, parang, ano, nasa cheeks lang, pink. And then nawawala, minsan bumabalik, gano'n. Okay? You know this. So,
Yung red na muka.
yes. Okay. Paano nagmamanifest ang deficiency syndrome? Ibig sabihin, anong mga component, like, anong mga patterns do you expect in deficiency syndrome?
There's a deficiency of yin, yang, qi, blood, essence, and
Okay.
body fluid,
Okay.
and hypofunction of Zangfu.
Wow. Okay. Yin, actually, we consider it to be parang essence na rin. No? Okay. Yang, yin, qi, or blood. Next. Ano naman ang manifestations ng yang deficiency?
Failing to warm and control. It leads to pallor, cold limbs, palpitation, shortness of breath, watery stools.
Okay. Sige, pakita ko to. May chills, of course. Cold limbs. Ang yang hindi pwedeng pumunta sa exterior to warm. May absence of thirst. That's very, very distinctive. It cannot warm to make the body need water. The tongue is pale with white coating. Pareho siya ng cold syndrome, but not exactly the same. Sa cold syndrome kasi, yang deficient siya, but yang doesn't always mean cold. Okay? Actually, ang tawag natin sa yang deficiency is empty cold. Diba? Katulad din ng yin deficiency, empty heat. Okay. Number 29. Ano manifestations ng yin deficiency? Paulit-ulit to hanggang sa ma-master natin.
Yin blood is deficient, failing to control yang, leading to a hot sensation in the palm and soles.
Okay.
Irritability. Tapos, ano pa? Night sweating.
Okay. Number 1 dyan yung night sweat. No? O yung 5-pound heat. Remember? Okay, I think you mentioned that already. Thank you. Next, what causes deficiency patterns? Or bakit nagkakaroon ng empty or deficiency patterns ang pasyente?
Maaring congenital deficiency,
Mhm.
damage of acquired foundation due to improper diet, emotional injuries,
Mhm.
overindulgence in sexual activities,
Okay.
or incorrect treatment.
Yeah, very good.
Uh,
Napansin nyo, pag ang isang tao ang tagal nagkasakit, nag-iiba yung itsura. Meron akong kilala dyan sa, ay, wag na lang, okay. Biglang iba yung mukha na niya, no? Kasi 8 months siyang na ospital. Can you imagine? Or it could be congenital. And of course, improper diet. At saka emotions, no? Nakakasakit talaga ang emotions, I tell you.
Na-experience ko yan, Dok, na mukha akong 70 years old.
Ngayon, ano ngayon, 69 na, joke. 40 na. Joke lang joke lang. Actually, totoo yan. No? Like my patient early this morning, ano siya, 2 years na namatay yung husband niya. She was only 47. Oo. Tapos, sabi ko, hindi ka umiyak nung namatay yung husband. Hindi daw, hindi niya matanggap. Tapos, yung mga negative energy andun pa rin, yung mga so sabi ko, tapos so habang tinitreat ko siya, umiiyak na siya. And she was able to tell everything because of course I had to needle my favorite points. Kaya do not forget the do 24GB13. Okay? And she was amazed. And also pala, no, she was so depressed, ang hina-hina ng lung pulse niya. Actually, wala kang ma-feel na lung pulse. And then, amazingly, when I treated ear lang bladder 42, alam niyo naman ang emotional component ng lung is bladder 42, right? The outer back shoe. Of course, I need to needle also bladder 13. Kaya pag inano niyo po sa tongue yon, mafe-feel mo bakit masakit siya. So, doon mo malalaman tama yung diagnosis mo. And the good thing there is na-feel nila yung improvement, especially if they see a change in their pulse. So we're going to teach that on Tuesday and Wednesday. We hope you can be around. It's something that I love doing because I find it very effective on my patients. And they will be very, very happy with you. Una-una nagkakaroon na ng tiwala and tuloy-tuloy na yung treatments. Yung And saka most people kasi they stop coming when they see na, ay, okay na siya. But again, the tongue will really show you the real truth. Na? So, yan. Pero kung naman pilitin na bumalik, kung ay nila bumalik, di okay, no? It could mean, yun nga lang, medyo hina yung ano mo. Yun nga, ang maganda doon, they give you referrals. Okay? So that's something that we need to teach you. And importante po ang time management. No? Hindi ito patagalan ng treatment. Do not let the needle stay too long on the body because sometimes bumabalik yung problem nila. Okay? Yes. So I'll teach you all the technique there on Tuesday, Wednesday. Sige po. What are the characteristics of deficiency?
Damage of yang and yin.
Okay. Una-una talagang mahina talaga yung immune system niya, yung tinatawag na upright chi. No? And walang pathogenic factor na present. So makikita mo, wala. Okay? And also, middle or late onset siya. Matagal siya dumating. Insidious. Next, ano naman ang clinical manifestations ng deficiency? This one is very, very important.
Sallow complexion, listlessness, fatigue, palpitation, shortness of breath, cold limbs, spontaneous sweating, watery stools, incontinence, pale, flabby tongue, a deep, slow, weak pulse, hot sensation in palms and soles, emaciation, flash cheeks, night sweating. Yeah.
Okay. First, yung tiredness. Pag yung isang taon, madaling mapagod, or everything is with an effort, that's already chi deficiency. Usually, you don't see so much on the tongue, but pag medyo matagal na yung chi deficiency niya, may makikita ka na. No? And pale or sallow complexion, that means may blood deficiency or chi deficiency sa mukha. Listlessness or lassitude, chi deficiency. Shortness of breath, lung chi deficiency. Cold limbs, yang deficiency. No? Spontaneous sweating, The classic yin deficiency, heat in the five centers. Alam niyo na saan yung five centers. Loose stools, qi deficiency. Dribbling of urine is qi deficiency. Okay, you know what's dribbling of urine means. Of course, this is very common. This is in males, no? Okay, and pale or thin tongue is blood deficiency. Sometimes it's dry. Weak pulse, qi or blood deficiency. So, pag na-feel mo yung pulse niya, medyo mahina, automatic yan. Could be qi deficiency, blood deficiency. Actually, pagkakaiba na ng qi sa qi deficiency sa yang deficiency, may cold ang yang deficiency. At saka medyo malaki na yung tongue. Next, what causes excess patterns? Kanina we talk about what is causing deficiency patterns. Now we go to excess patterns.
Excess patterns are caused by invasion of exogenous pathogenic factors, the dysfunction of the Zhang-Fu organs, water damp, blood stasis.
Okay, very good. Ano pa?
The pathogenic factors are strong. The anti-pathogenic qi is not yet weak.
Okay, very good. So I'm sure you're all familiar with the external pathogenic factors. And then
Yes.
we have okay, dysfunction pa siya pero gumagana pa. Nagpo-produce siya ng pathological products, no? So dysfunction lang, hindi lang medyo maano. Kasi katulad ng spleen qi deficiency, nagkakos ng dampness. And alam naman natin, ang dampness will turn into phlegm eventually, no? And also qi or blood stagnation. Ano po characteristics ng excess pattern?
Hyperactivity of yang heat causes fever. Excess pathogen disturbs the heart, causing irritability, coma, delirium. Ano ba to?
So sinabi mo nga kanina, pag excess pattern, malakas pa rin yung kanyang jiang qi, no? Okay, and usually at the beginning of disease ito, and when we talk about the pathogenic factors, we're not talking only about the external, we are also talking about the internal pathogenic factors. And I think you're very familiar with the 7 emotions, qi stagnation, and blood stasis. And I tell you, 7 to 80% of my patients, usually emotions. Number 35. What are the clinical manifestations of excess?
Fever, abdominal distension and pain, coarse breathing, phlegm rattling in the throat, constipation, diarrhea, scanty urine, painful urination, excessively forceful pulse.
Very good. Fever, kasi nga nagkakaroon ng gera between the pathogenic factor and the jiang qi. No? Kaya nga excess. Ibig sabihin, capable pa lumaban ang jiang qi. Okay, there is also abdominal distension because nag-accumulate ang Zhang-Fu organs. So nagkakaroon ng excess dampness, stagnation, or accumulation of food or fluids in the digestive system. Tapos yung constipation naman, yung heat absorbing the water, dysentery, blood in the stool, there is qi stagnation or blood stasis in the intestine, irritability, qi stagnation, rigid tongue, no? So parang cow's tongue, okay? Then flaccid yung yang skin. Indicates obstruction of flow of qi. Kaya pag yung tongue natin, hindi siya masyadong soft, napakatigas niya, may problema na po yung ating flow of qi, no? And then forceful pulse, increased force or intensity in the flow of blood or qi. So ibig sabihin, when you check the pulse, it will be parang sumisipa. Okay? As contrasted to deficiency. Okay. Now, pag long term na po ang problema, excess po yon or deficient?
Eka. Excess tong sagot ko pero parang parang deficient.
Deficient talaga. Pag deficient, matagal na. Pag excess,
Mm.
short term, beginning pa lang. Okay?
Ah.
Kasi minsan kasi, ang tagal na niya, you know, minsan kasi humihina na rin yung immune system dahil sa katagalan. So, when we talk about excess, we're dealing with intact, relatively intact Jiang Qi, trying to fight the pathogenic factor. So, pag eventually, magdi-deficient siya. Tapos, short term pa yon ha, excess. Ang excess talaga, short term, hindi pa siya chronic. Next,
Mm.
ano to? Malakas ang boses, rough breath. Excess or deficient?
Excess.
Yes. Pag deficiency kasi, low, weak voice, and mahina ang breathing. Next, strong constitution, excess or deficient?
Excess.
Siyempre, strong constitution eh. Pag bata pa. Pag deficient na mahina, example, pag hindi na masyadong bata. Matanda na. Okay, 39. Listlessness.
Deficiency.
Very good. Ang restlessness, excess. Okay?
Mm.
Dull pain, alleviated by pressure.
Ah. Excess.
No. Alam nyo, di ba yung nagpapamasahe, yung gusto ng deep massage, hard, ito yung mga deficient.
Mm.
Yung mga excess, ayaw, pag nag-a-apply ka ng pressure, lumalala. Di ba? So
Mm.
the answer here
Deficiency.
should be deficiency. Dull pain eh. Big sabihin, nasa kanya na, parang nasanay na rin siya. Part na ng buhay niya. Part na ng katawan niya. And it's long term. Pag excess kasi, sharp yung pain, aggravated by pressure, and it is more likely short term. Okay, I hope that helped. Number
Mm.
41, abdominal distension always.
Excess.
Yeah. Pero alam niyo, deficiency meron din. Pero most,
Mm.
um, pag excess, hindi na-alleviate ang abdominal distension. So, meron na mga buko. Okay. Sa deficiency, minsan na-alleviate. Now, constant high fever, excess or deficiency?
Excess.
Very good. Ang deficiency kasi, um, afternoon fever, saka yung 5-pound heat. Di ba? Deficiency yun, di ba? Yun deficiency.
Mm.
Okay. Now, flaxseed, little or no tongue coating, excess or deficiency?
Deficiency.
Very good. At saka makikita mo parang kulubot na yung tongue. Hindi mo mawari ano yung shape. That's deficient. Saka flaccid, no? And then pag excess, rigid yung tongue, saka thick ang coating. Actually, the best way talaga, titignan mo yung tongue coating. No? And then kung nagagalaw pa niya yung tongue niya, so yun. So pag excess, check mo din yung pulse. Automatic yun. Forceful yung pulse. No? Next, weak pulse, excess or deficiency?
Deficiency.
Very good. Pag excess, forceful. Alleviated by warmth, excess or deficiency?
Deficiency.
Very good. Ang excess, hindi siya na-alleviate by warmth. What is an excess syndrome complicated by deficiency? Actually, sinagot mo na to kanina, di ba?
Mm.
How do you describe this?
Yung ano?
Mm. Excess complicated by deficiency.
Excess. Bali, excess pathogen is primary and the deficiency of
Yes.
antipathogenic
Secondary.
genes.
Very good. What is a deficiency syndrome complicated by excess? Masyado namang easy yung question, no? Siyempre, deficiency is primary or major, excess is secondary.
Oh, kaya ito, yun, ganun nga. Parang binaliktad.
Yeah. Ano, okay. Transformation, yin excess to yang deficiency. Anong nangyayari dito? Ano ba nangyayari sa yang pag masyadong malakas sa yin?
Pag malakas, in excess, nagiging cold, kaya
Okay.
humihina yung yang.
Dinidestroy niya si yang, no? Too much cold siya or
Mm.
damp. Actually, ang cold, ang damp is yin. Isipin mo na rin na nasa kapamilya ng cold yan. It depletes the yang, it depletes the qi. Sa totoo lang, di ba, parang synonymous yung yang sa qi. No? Next,
Yes.
can you explain yang excess transforming to yin deficiency?
So, kung excess yung yang, mainit siya, kaya it will eat up the yin.
Okay. Katulad ng, so which of the six um, external pathogenic factors are yang?
uh, Fire, tapos
Dry
ano pa
heat,
nga yun? Dry heat,
dryness, pala heat,
summer
fire,
heat.
summer heat, and wind. Puro yang yan. So dinideplete nila yung ating blood, qin, and yin. No?
Mhm.
Next, what is true excess with false deficiency?
Retention of pathogenic excess, chi and blood obstruction, deprived of nourishment and moisture.
Okay. Siyempre, pag excess, ang cause nito yung mga EPFs, external pathogenic factor, no? With deficiency symptoms. It is actually more severe, no?
Mm.
Thank you very much, Sir Victor. Good job.
That-
Excellent job, actually. Ang galing. Ready na kayo sa... I'm sure, I hope nagagamit ito sa pasyente. And I would like to... Ay, basta, yun na lang. You will love what you're doing. And it
Opo.
takes time to actually master diagnostics, no? Okay. Good luck po. Maraming salamat. Now, let's call on Ma'am Herdeles. Okay, 51 to 75. Tatapos si Doktora, ay nawala si Doktora bigla. So tatapusin ni Ma'am Erdeles. Ma'am Erdeles, good evening po. Ma'am Erdeles? Ma'am Erdeles, are you around? Okay. Sir Victor, can you probably take over? Mukhang ayaw yatang sumagot.
Sige po, habang wala pa. Ah,
Sige. Si Doktora biglang nawala eh.
Very interesting naman po ito eh.
We cannot waste time waiting for you to answer, okay? What is a true deficiency with false excess?
It's a hypofunction of Zhangfu organs, deficiency of qi and blood, obstruction of qi activity.
Okay. Severe din po ito. Ang core problem is pathology caused by deficiency with excess symptoms. Next, ano po yung tinatawag na yin-yang syndrome?
Yin syndrome, more on interior, cold, deficiency syndromes. Pag yang, more on exterior, heat, excess syndromes.
Okay. Actually, combination po siya, no? Yin-yang syndrome. Pag sinabi mo, ay, sorry, ang syndrome, ang definition ng syndrome, it's a combination of interior, exterior, cold, heat, or full empty. Okay?
Okay.
Pag
Yun.
deficiency naman, pag yin is interior, cold, and empty, yang, exterior, excess, and heat. Okay, which one of the most important factors to determine whether a syndrome is yin or yang?
If it's interior or exterior, the temperature.
Yeah, it's actually the temperature whether it's hot or cold, no? The nature of the disease. Next, ano po ibig sabihin ng yin-yang collapse?
Pathological conditions resulting from massive consumption of yin fluid. Pathological conditions caused by extreme exhaustion of yang qi in the body.
Okay, extreme and sudden state of emptiness of either yin or yang or both. And usually ang nangyayari is yin collapse first. So puro mo na yang. So and then this will be followed by yang collapse due to the interdependence of each other. Next, ano po ang feeling ng yang collapse? So ibig sabihin na wala na lahat yung yang.
Opo. Cold
Yeah.
sweat.
Very good. Cold sensation in the body. Saka meron kang mafe-feel na cold sweat. Meron kang makikita. Ano naman ang yin collapse?
Yin collapse, hot salty sweat, red face, warm limbs, red tongue, dry tongue.
Actually,
Force,
feeling ng pasyente. Heat sensation in the body. Okay?
heat.
Yan po ang yin collapse. Naubos na yung yin, so yang na lang natira. What does yang deficiency look like and give the treatment?
Cold limbs, lying in curved position. Tapos, ano pa ba ito? Treatment. Wala akong treatment to.
Ay, ano bang dapat gawin pag kulang ka sa yang?
Pag kulang sa yang, kailangan ng warmth. Siguro yung...
Ito, tonify mo yung yang. Ganun lang kadali. Tonify mo yung yang. Yun lang, no? So again, pag yang deficiency, so puro cold and damp yan. So yang is warming. So pag walang yang, walang warmth. Listlessness, alam naman natin na yang is active energy. So no yang, little activity. Meron ding loose stool, no thirst, 'di ba? Pag may yang deficiency, wala kang thirst. So walang yang to warm, so merong liquid retention, no reason to be thirsty. Kasi nagre-retain ka ng liquid no? And of course, night urine. So tongue is pale, puffy and wet. No yang to warm, so there's liquid retention. Kaya nagiging puffy yung tongue. And the pulse is deep and slow. Okay? Very, very important. Deep and slow. Yang deficiency. Okay, ano naman ang yin deficiency? What does it look like? And what's the treatment? So ano yung treatment ng yin deficiency, Sir Victor?
Yin tonification.
Okay, you nourish the yin. Kasi it's more about nourishment. So ano po ang itsura ng isang taong may yin deficiency? Ano yung hahanapin mo? First, let's start with the pulse. Let's start with the tongue. Hello, Doktora. 76 to 8. Okay.
Red, tama. Red
Pwede
tongue.
ring red, pwede ring walang coating. Okay. Kasi pag may empty heat na po siya, red na po yung tongue, no?
Tapos ang pulse, rapid, thready rapid pulse.
Yeah. Thin or thready. Okay. Malar flush, ibig sabihin too much yang, walang yin. Night sweats, too much yang, not yin to cool. Thin or rapid pulse, red tongue, no coating. Treatment, you nourish the yin. Okay? Nourish the yin. Maglalagay ka ng nutrition, nourishment. Next, ano po yung 4 na diagnostic methods which all of us should be able to master?
Observation, inspection, auscultation, and olfaction, inquiring, interrogation, palpation.
Okay. Palpation, it not only includes pulse diagnosis, it also includes palpation of the channels. So we hope we can master that, no? Especially pag alam mo na, ay, wait lang, parang kidney yin deficiency. Tingnan ko kaya yung kidney tree niya kung masakit. Mga ganon. That's It's the way to do it. Pag hindi naman masakit, tapos nakita mo hindi naman maganda naman itsura nung ano niya. Okay, but it's so difficult. We need to really do it face to face. Next. Ano po ang naka-include sa inspection? Ano yung ini-inspect natin or ino-observe natin?
Vitality, complexion, physical condition and behavior, tongue, secretion, excrement.
Very good. Great. Okay. Ano po ang broad meaning ng vitality at saka yung narrow meaning?
Broad meaning, general manifestation of the vital activities of the human body.
And
Shen
narrow.
refer sa narrow spiritual activities.
Okay.
Shen
Very,
refers.
yeah. Sleeping, memory, mentality, and consciousness. Very good. Anong ino-observe natin like sa vitality? Yung,
Sa expression ng eyes, consciousness, spirit, complexion, and appearance.
okay, very good. Eyesight. Tinan mo kung nakakakita ba siya. Complexion, facial expressions, physique, the speech, and consciousness. That actually falls under vitality. Okay. Anong ibig sabihin ng having vitality? Manifestation, at saka anong indication nito pag meron kang vitality?
Samples are eyes sparkle, spirit is vigorous, facial expression is natural, complexion is bright and moist, normal speech.
Very good. Clear yung speech. Ano naman ibig sabihin nito? Mayroon kang vitality.
Malakas yung tao.
Okay. Yeah, you were correct about the manifestations. I think that's very easy. Ang indication, malakas pa or sufficient pa yung essence niya in chi. You're a normal person. The person may be ill, pero hindi pa na-exhaust yung kanyang chi and essence. And hindi pa, siyempre lahat yung tumatanda, pero hindi pa severely impaired yung kanyang zangfu and the prognosis is good. Ibig sabihin, madaling gumaling yung pasyente mo. Next. Okay, kanina having vitality, let us now discuss naman pag kulang sa vitality. Ano po ang manifestation? Ano makikita mo sa pasyente?
The eyes are dull, the spirit is listless, facial expression indifferent, complexion is dim or dry, speech incoherent, in low or high voice.
Okay. Indications.
Bali,
Yung opposite kanina.
nauubos na yung ano. O, naubos na yung essence.
Exhausted
Chi.
na yung essence and chi, zangfu function failure. So, serious illness, prognosis is poor. So, obserbahan nyo, ganun yung mga mata nila, mabagal kumilos, at saka parang iba yung complexion, medyo dark na, no, and dusty. And they are hard to move, slow reactions, hard to breathe, disoriented, even unconsciousness, no? Next, ano
Hmm.
naman ang ibig sabihin ng pseudo-vitality?
With good spirits, complexion, voice, and food intake lasting a short time. Then, pag yung it returns to original state or even worsening. Malapit ng mamatay, parang gano'n.
Yeah, malapit na. Kaya minsan, nagtataka ka, uy, gumaling na yung pasyente, then biglang after 2 weeks, patay na. Ganun yun. So, yan po ang tinatawag na pseudo-vitality. Okay? But yung bigla ba? Biglaan. And malakas na kumain, mga ganun. So, mga pamilya naman, ang pamilya naman very happy. Actually, prepare na natin. Hmm? Okay, let's go to skin color. Pag red, ano po ang Zhang Fu organ?
Red, di ba? Heat syndrome,
Anong
heart,
organ? Yeah, heart. Yellow?
heart. Sa yellow is liver.
No, 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 no.
Di ba?
Yung normal na skin color.
Ah, skin color. Pag yellow, deficient yata yun eh. Pag
No, skin
yellowish.
color. We're talking about um
Chinese.
the Chinese. Hindi, ganito yan. Pag ganun na yung skin color mo, ibig sabihin, like katulad red na, no? May nakikitang red. Most likely, nahirapan na yung heart. Pag yellow naman,
Mm,
tama ka, but your answer is wrong.
ah,
Um, it should be spleen, right?
ah,
Pag
yun,
white naman, lung, nakikita nyo naman yung medyo may COPD, no? Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, yung itsura. Pag black, kidney, ano po ba
kidney.
ito? Ang blue naman, liver.
Mm, liver.
Next, ano po ang difference between true and cool color? Ano po yung
Ah,
true? Hmm.
the hue is the normal skin color of race.
Kaya nga,
Yung
di ba may mga yellow rays? Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin mahina yung spleen. Yun po yung kanilang normal skin color, di ba? Host color. Ano naman itong Ku or K?
temporary skin color change due to the surroundings or environment, kung malamig or mainit.
Na yung guest color, yung kanginak host color.
Mm.
Number 68. Ano po ang ibig sabihin pag red ang skin?
Heat syndromes
Okay,
or may
like,
problema, baka may problema sa heart.
yeah, pwedeng excess, pwedeng deficiency. Alam naman natin, pwedeng magkaroon ng heat ang deficiency, di ba?
Mm.
Right. And also pseudo heat. Next, um, red skin, entire face red accompanied by excess heat signs. Anong ibig sabihin nito?
High fever caused by exterior pathogen, maring Zhangfu yang excess.
Very good. So alam na natin, pag red skin, mabilis. Next, malar flush accompanied by night sweating. What is the diagnosis?
Yin deficiency.
Very good. Minsan hindi naman all the time makikita mo yung malar flush eh. Tanungin mo, mainit ba yung, nagpapawis ba sila paggabi? Okay.
Mm.
Sudden malar flush seen in a lacking vitality patient. So yung pasyente mo na may cancer, terminal, tapos biglang nagkaroon ng malar flush. Ano?
Pseudo heat.
Yes. Ibig sabihin, malapit na rin. Hello, sir. Nawala si Sir Victor.
Ay, yes po, Doc.
Okay. So, alam na natin na biglang nagkaroon sa isang tao na walang vitality, kulang ang vitality. Now, yellow skin indications
Uh, Dump syndrome.
or
Uh,
deficiency syndrome.
Apo.
Okay? Dalawa yan. Next, anong pattern po ito? Yellow and pale face accompanied by fatigue and poor appetite.
Spleen chi deficiency.
Very good.
Chi blood not nourishing.
Okay, dysfunction of the transportation function. Very good. Okay. Um, anong itsura pag jaundice?
Entire body is yellow, eyes, face, skin.
Ano yung first area na nakikita mo na nagyayellow?
Yung mata,
Yeah,
yung
yung sclera.
face.
Yellow sclera. If So pag yung skin yellow pero yung mata niya hindi po jaundice yun. Okay? Kailangan mo tingnan yung mata. Okay, ano naman po ibig sabihin ng young jaundice?
The yellow is bright orange, may damp heat.
So this is acute, no? What about yin jaundice?
Yellow is smoky, dark, cold, damp.
So medyo matagal na. Okay, and finally, Dr. Mary Angeli, are you ready for 76 to 100?
Try ko po, Doc. Sorry po, na-late talaga.
Ay, okay lang po yun. Okay, alam ko busy tayo lahat. Next, white or pale skin indications.
Deficiency syndrome, cold syndrome, blood loss.
Or blood stasis, no?
Hmm.
Next. Maraming salamat po, Sir Victor. Kaya sana hindi tayo bumalik sa inyo.
Okay po, Doc.
Congratulations. Wow, talagang inaral nyo, ha? Siguro pati week 3, sinagot nyo na, July 1.
Wala po.
Okay, Doctora. What are the 5
Doc,
deficiencies in traditional Chinese medicine?
Doc, wala po akong sagot dyan po. Sorry,
Okay.
77 na po ako hanggang
Sige. These are the 5 deficiencies. Qi deficiency? Sa Qi deficiency, yung mukha mo pale, hindi pale ang lips. Okay? Blood deficiency, pale ang face, pale ang lips, nails, and tongue. Puro pale. Pale, 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 pale. Pale face, pale lips, pale tongue,
lips,
pale nails.
nails.
Okay? Pag yang deficiency produces cold. So the face is pale and puffy, always cold. Tapos ang yin naman, deficiency produces heat. Yin deficiency. Okay? Ang deficiency ng yin, magpo-produce talaga ng heat yan. Kasi nabawasan na yung yin. And of course, the Jing deficiency, kidney, gross development and reproduction. So if you have a pulse at very weak, these are the 5 possibilities. Okay? Next. Doktora, what's your answer here? Anong pattern po ito? Bright white and puffy complexion.
Yang deficiency po.
Very good. Pale face and lips accompanied by pale nails. 4 Ps.
Blood deficiency, blood loss.
Very good. Pale and bluish complexion.
It's yin excess, cold syndrome.
Great. Black skin indications. So pag nakita nyo yung black skin, ito na kaagad yung differentials natin, no? Una-una, ano po?
Kidney deficiency po. Cold
Then,
syndrome, blood stasis, and there's water retention.
very good. Dark and dry face.
Kidney deficiency type.
Very good. Darkness around the orbit.
It's kidney deficiency with water retention, leukorrhagia, due to cold dump.
Okay. So pag nakita nyo to, these are the possibilities, no? Kidney deficiency, yin deficiency, yang deficiency, kidney Jing. Lahat dyan. Dark face accompanied with scaly skin.
Blood stasis.
Okay. Alam nyo na po, no? So I'm sure kung meron kayong mga derma case, tingnan nyo po yung ano niya. Yun. Dark kasi, so blood stasis. Tapos scaly yung skin. Next, dark and puffy.
Kidney deficiency.
Yes.
Kidney
Blue
lang
skin
pala.
indication.
Cold, pain, blood stasis, and convulsion syndromes.
Very good. Bluish and pale face accompanied by severe pain in the abdomen.
It's a cold invasion or yen excess.
Okay. Very common po ito, no? Lalo na pag nag-overeat ng malalamig. 87. Blue and purplish face and lips accompanied by intermittent stabbing chest pain.
It's heart-yang deficiency and or blood stasis.
Very good. Blue and purplish face, most obvious at the nose bridge and then between the eyebrows, dito, accompanied by high fever in infants. So when you have infants, when you see this in infants, ano po ibig sabihin nito?
It's about convulsion, an omen of convulsions.
Malapit na magko-convulsion. Ibig sabihin hindi tama yung treatment. Hindi na contain yung infection, no? Anyway, pag overweight po ang iyong pasyente, anong pattern ang iisipin mo kaagad?
Abundant in yen or there's an excess of phlegm dump.
Very good. Phlegm dump. So makikita mo yung tongue niya, phlegm dump din. Great loss of weight in the course of a long disease. Ang tagal niya nagkasakit, yung biglang nangayayat. Anong ibig sabihin po nito?
There's deficiency in yen or the essential qi is exhausted.
Okay. Kaya multiple ano yan affected, no? Okay, you have a patient with a barrel chest. Alam niyo mo yung barrel, no? Ano ibig sabihin nito? Sa TCM saka sa Western medicine.
In TCM, there's ano ba to? Abundant in yang, there's phlegm in lung. In Western medicine, it's chronic obstructive pulmonary disease,
Very good.
COPD.
So this is what happens. Pag meron kang phlegm in the lung, kasi dapat na-expectorate mo yung phlegm. So pag hindi na-expectorate, this means na mahina talaga yung lung qi. So obviously, when you have lung qi deficiency, kasi related po siya sa kidney, humihina din yung kidney, di ba? Does it make sense? So you have to treat both,
Yes,
lung and kidney.
lung and the kidneys.
Now you know. So barrel chest, so
Lung
makikita
and the
niyo yung
kidneys.
pasyente. Kaya ito yung mga pasyente na parati mong, if you are familiar with what's happening in the hospitals. Napansin niyo, I'm sure yun ang aspirate yung kanyang mga phlegm, no? Talagang sinasuction. It's always 3 in the morning. Tatawagan ka ng watcher, yun. Kaya ganon. Kasi nga 3 to 5 a.m. ito yung time na mahina ang lungs. So now you know. Dati nung intern ako, bakit ganito? Tapos kulang ka ng, diba? So hindi naman nila ine-explain yan bakit ganon. Now, bow-legged or knock-kneed sa TCM and Western medicine, ano ibig sabihin nito?
In TCM po, it's kidney essence deficiency, and in Western medicine, it's maybe a congenital, maybe the result of rickets.
Yeah, rickets is deficiency of vitamin D, no? Yun ba yun? Osteomalacia. Okay, mild, what's the difference between mild SOB, shortness of breath, and severe? Okay, ibig sabihin, ano ang organs involved pag mild SOB lang? Ano ang organs involved pag severe SOB?
I don't have answer for this though.
Oh, pag mild, lung lang. Pag severe, lung and kidney. Kasi diba, mag-ina ang lung and kidney, diba? So, humina ang lung, eventually, mahina na din yung kidney, kaya nahirapang huminga. Kasi you need the kidney chi to anchor the lung chi. Eh, pareho nang mahina no? Now you know. So yung shortness of breath niya, mild pa lang. Dapat nagpapa-acue na. No? Next. Or thought niya.
This is phlegm in the lungs, such as in asthma attack, heart blood stagnation, such as in angina pectoris.
Very good. Next, violent movement in the limbs. Usually, yeah.
As in infant convulsions.
Ito yung
It's a
tinatawag
wind syndrome.
wind syndrome. Tetanus din. Okay?
Mhm.
Kaya, tremor. Pag may tremor, ano ibig sabihin?
There's Qi, blood, or yin deficiency.
Okay. Any lang of the three or all of it.
Okay.
Next, opisthotonus. Arching of the back and neck. Anong syndrome nito?
It's wind syndrome po.
Very good. No? And hemiplegia. Ano yung dalawang patterns pag may hemiplegia?
There's phlegm in the channels, Qi, and blood deficiency.
Very good. Either of the two. No? So again, it is important that you look at the tongue, no? Feel the pulses. And finally, what is Wei syndrome?
Doc, hindi ko na review yung old. Sorry, hindi ko na transfer.
No problem. There is weakness. There is atrophy of the muscular atrophy of the limbs and impairment. I'm sure familiar kayo sa ganitong mga patient. This is a situation, a syndrome na kailangan mong i-treat ang spleen. So ngayon mako-correlate nyo na when it comes to muscle, it's really the spleen. Okay? Kaya lang minsan sa dami ng gamot na iniinom, wala nang nangyayari. Kaya we should come and share whatever knowledge we have. Maraming salamat, Doktora. Thank you very much. Good. Congratulations. And I hope hindi tayo na-stress. Wala tayong assessment next week. We will resume our assessment on July 1st. And nakuha nyo na po yung kopya ng week 3. No? So
Yes,
okay lang po yung hindi maka-attend. I hope you can get a copy of our answer key. And we're all very proud of you. Kasi parang grabe talaga yung level up nyo, no? This is supposed to be your second module kasi sinama lang natin yung anatomy and physiology. But the way I see it, when we go to module 4, which is about pattern differentiation, mani-mani na lang yun. And then ganun pa rin, titignan mo pa rin yung tongue, feel mo pa rin yung pulse, no? That syndrome differentiation. Ito po yung talagang basehan ng gaano ka kagaling. Okay? So, okay, so I hope we can develop a brand. We don't talk about diabetes, but we talk about the patterns, okay? And you need to be able to understand, you need to be able to justify how you came up with the pattern. Maraming salamat po. Congratulations, everyone, and have a great weekend. See you all.
Thank you, Doc.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you po.
Enjoy life. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Sotino. Thank you for coming. Ma'am
Thank
Leia. Sana sumagot na kayo next time, Ma'am Leia. Oo.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes po.
Sige. Maraming salamat po and good night.